It's that time. Welcome to another episode of Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news and insights from Littlefield Agency.
Sam's experiencing the new setup for the first time.
Holy
Look at him. Look at this face of wonder.
Oh, I wish you guys could hear what I hear in my ears.
Well, they are hearing it, but like in their ears. We can actually hear the intro music now. And all. It's all
here's
different.
What I don't understand. I go away for 1 week and things just change.
Hey, we have a sensor.
Better. It's amazing.
The sensor.
Here, hit the sensor.
Any sound effect will do.
That's okay. We're still working on it.
Yeah, working on
Anyway,
it.
I love that we've upgraded our equipment. It is good to be back. I missed you guys. I watched the episode last week.
Oh, thank you.
You guys did
I'm
great.
glad.
TB did a nice job.
Yeah.
I thought you guys played well off of each other. Am I fired?
No. Oh, hey, there it is. Now he found it. No, you're not fired. You're very much welcome back.
Okay, good.
Brandon, give him a few more of the sound effects that we have in the deck. He's got to know what to call.
Can everyone hear that?
Yeah, they'll hear that.
That is so cool.
Give him a record scratch.
Well done. I like
We're going to use that one a lot.
We'll for sure use that one.
There's
Thank you,
also
Brandon.
some tepid clapping that happened. There it is.
Okay, now that's a good segue for...
Wow, it goes on a while,
Man,
too.
But that's a perfect way. Littlefield Agency is officially family-owned business of the year all across Tulsa. We received the award.
There it is. Now we're
Thank you, Brandon. That was timely and perfect. Nice cut, too.
Yeah.
We received the award last Thursday. An awards reception on Wednesday night. I actually got the dates confused, but really, really cool. An awesome opportunity for our agency. 350 people showed up.
Yeah.
I thought it was just kind of a more intimate ceremony. No, it was really a neat occasion, and the Tulsa Chamber hooked it up, and it was a cool experience. And we are now family-owned business of the year in Tulsa, dude.
And you did get a trophy.
We got a trophy. It's in the main presentation room, and it's a nice trophy.
Yeah, it's hefty.
It's hefty. And Rupe was like, "Are we going to move that?" It's like, dude, we got to own it.
We were supposed to put it on the table this week, and I forgot.
That's okay.
We knew some other people that were also nominated with you, right?
Yeah. So Angeline is the owner of IdaRed. She's amazing.
Yes.
And then I actually met a couple of new people. So Raquel from KIP, for her entrepreneurial success and her businesses was there. It was so good seeing her. And I met some other awesome people.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice. We should have put the award here. What was I thinking? That's on me.
Yeah, we'll figure. Maybe next week.
Yeah,
we'll milk it a few more weeks.
We can own this for the next 40 years.
And that's a good segue to the KIP stuff. We haven't talked about that on the mic.
Yeah,
either.
so we have our second annual KIP Littlefield Agency pitch competition. That is coming up. It's the Friday before Thanksgiving.
That's quick.
We kicked that off 2 Fridays ago. Rupe is a mentor. Courtney Roberts is actually going to be a new mentor this year, which I think is great. Rocco, Brock.
Four teams this year?
And 5.
5 teams.
And Raquel is actually mentoring one. She's sharp, dude. You got to watch out. But your team is super excited to have you back.
It's going to be I don't want to say disappointing. It's going to be look, we had a year to put into it, and we weren't able to be part of the pitch last year, my team. So I feel like we have some advantage in that we've spent 2 years now. We will have spent 2 years.
Their energy was on a different level. I mean, they were so excited.
They're really smart kids, too. They have a really good product.
We have that coming up. I mean, this is our crunch and busy time of year. I live for it. I think it's great. It's just showing Rupe. We got some great prospects in the pipeline. And then additionally, it is 918 week here at the agency.
Yep.
So yesterday was 918 day. For those that are not from Tulsa, 918 is our area code.
It's our main area code.
So September 18th every year is 918 day. We celebrate Tulsa. Here's the thing, right? As a family-owned business, as a technically small business here in Tulsa, we love to support other small businesses across the city. So what we do, this is our 3rd year of doing this, we celebrate our local Tulsa clients with local Tulsa goodies. So, for example, we kicked it off with the Tulsa Airport yesterday, and we got them a box of donuts, and Brenda and Taylor Bartley went over there, took a picture. They actually had a really cool 918 day special just in welcoming passengers to Tulsa.
Yeah, they were doing their own 918
They did a really nice job.
A lot of businesses
They had T-shirts.
Yeah. We don't have T-shirts.
No, they one-upped me.
Maybe next year.
But that's okay. Anywho, so it's a cool week here in Tulsa. We've got little things planned every day this week for our local Tulsa clients.
Yep.
And I think it's a good reminder of, hey, support local, man.
We had some nice barbecue at lunch yesterday.
Oh, 1907, my Lord. Texas style barbecue that is
we're going to allow it though.
to die for. Yeah, it was so good. So Justin and team, thank you so much. It really, I'm already going back for around 3 or 4
Were there
today.
leftovers? I didn't look.
Yeah, there are actually.
Ooh.
And I
See
might,
Brandon excited about that.
Brandon, you eating some leftovers for lunch? Thumbs up. Oh yeah.
Brandon has a mic now he thinks he can talk to us through, but only we can hear. He hasn't tried it yet. I think he's nervous about it.
I heard that.
You did?
Yeah, he said he loves me.
Oh, I can't hear that.
That's awesome.
It's a different channel I'm on.
So as you all saw, Roop and TB last week, they were fresh off of Inbound, and they have, how many blog topics do you have?
I have I wrote out 35 blog topics, which will get us through the next year or so.
35 blog topics. We're going to just focus on one topic today, which had.
That's probably the new format. Will be one topic.
But though,
forward.
I think that's okay.
Yeah,
because we're going to go into detail, and there's some great takeaways. We'll have a write up. This for our clients. Trent texted me last week, and he thought it was so cool that he got the email. We're actually going to start emailing this to our clients. This is just great information. If you're listening, fantastic.
Yeah.
If you delete it, don't worry. We'll resend it to you.
Help me out though, and just open it at least.
That'd be
right?
great.
That'd
Maybe
be great.
click. That'd be lovely. That'd be really, really nice. Actually,
We had one other thing to talk about, but I think we're gonna hold it because I think that number can get bigger.
I think that number can get bigger.
Okay.
And you threw the KIP thing in, which was nice.
Yeah.
So
did a KIP thing. So
let's wait another couple months.
We'll wait a little while on that one. There's one little surprise thing.
Yeah.
We might be viral with one of our social posts, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it's coming. I can feel it. Okay, Roop, take it away.
This week's topic.
Oh, nice, Brandon. Dang.
Isn't that cool? This week's topic is LinkedIn. So we've talked about this on the podcast a few times this year. This is the year of LinkedIn for me. I've been really trying to give this platform
You're really trying to hide that smile over there, buddy.
Trying to give it a shake. And I think most people, when you talk about social media platforms, this is not even in their top 7 that they would list as something they care about or want to participate in or whatever, unless they're looking for a job or somehow it is their job to participate in LinkedIn. But I'm here to say, Sam Littlefield, it's time to rethink LinkedIn.
Who are you and what have you done with Steve Roop? Oh my goodness.
There's some good happening in that platform and some bad.
For context, and I don't have my phone on me. Actually, yes, I do, but I won't bring it right now. Roop blew up my phone every day when he was in Boston for HubSpot's Inbound conference. And what was it about?
He was. I noticed
I
he was
thought-
on.
I thought someone
he had
took his phone.
notifications on Do Not Disturb a lot, and I sent it anyhow and said notify.
Did you?
Yeah,
I was
did.
wondering how those were coming through.
I was like, "What
He's
time of day is it there? I
sneaky
don't
dog.
care. He's getting it." No, there was a ton going on
You're
with
excited. I
LinkedIn
love it.
at HubSpot. With HubSpot at Inbound, they're an official partnership now. They announced that one on day one. Which there's
So that's
always
big time.
Yeah, and what does it mean? What does that mean that there's an official partnership with LinkedIn? Well, LinkedIn's always had the ability to connect, as most channels and platforms can with HubSpot. That getting your data from another platform into HubSpot is generally pretty easy. The LinkedIn partnership means, though, that the way that data can flow through, the things you'll be able to do with it, and I think some of the timeliness in the way it comes through is going to be amplified quite a bit. What's the thing called that is called the extra you pay for it? Professional.
Oh, premium?
Premium, yes. If you have premium accounts with LinkedIn, apparently it really, I don't yet. I'm going to try to, we're going to talk about that after the podcast. Agency sponsored premium
geez.
content for this guy.
Good lordy.
But anyhow, that connection, if you have that account, is about to get like really hyped up. So that was kind of encouraging.
Which is good for me to know.
Yeah, it was encouraging to hear up front that LinkedIn was getting more embedded with HubSpot in that way, and they were there. I think I went to at least one of their presentations. I went to a Google presentation, a LinkedIn presentation. I think Taylor might have gone to the TikTok one. I didn't go to that one. But LinkedIn it's kind of changed a little bit. And I think when most people, like I said, think about it, it's download my white paper. Here's I'm selling this thing, please buy it. You're dreading looking at your inbox because it's everyone wants to sell you stuff. And that's definitely still there. I'm not here to fool you on that at all. It's still there. But I think as I've been trying to give it a better shot this year, and especially in the last, I'd say 3 or 4 months, I've noticed it's a little bit more like what a normal social platform would be like. People are posting things that are not necessarily business related. The reason for it, and there's a reason for this, Sam. one of the big topics at HubSpot or inbound, I keep calling it HubSpot, that we heard a lot of was that people want to interact with people, not necessarily a brand.
Which is what we tell our B2B customers and prospects all the time.
Yeah.
It is so true.
The human connection part's important.
Yeah.
So if you're more interested in connecting with a human, you want to know more about that human. So it used to be that if you're the president of a company or a VP or director or something, you'd have your page on LinkedIn and you'd be connected to your brand's page. There's been a little bit of a shift where your page, you're an ambassador basically for your brand. And if you can build your page up with good content and sharing interesting things and anecdotes and commenting, and we'll get to that in a second, on other people's posts, you're going to get more reach, you're going to get more engagement, you're going to get more connections. And those connections are how you eventually turn things into sales. So the personalization or the personal part of LinkedIn is kind of growing at a pretty rapid rate. And I'm noticing it. The other thing to make LinkedIn work for you is you have to actually use it. So if you just kind of check it out once a week, which is probably a lot for some people.
Go to Roop's Instagram page and look at his recent activity within the last 10 business days.
No, go to my LinkedIn page. Don't go to
what did I say?
Instagram.
Excuse me, LinkedIn. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you use it a lot.
I get more notifications from you than I do than I ever have.
Well, I'm happy about that.
But I love it.
It's a lot of people are.
Steve Roop commented on this. Steve Roop mentioned you in this, but it's good.
Yeah, if you use it, you're going to find content and things that are more interesting to you and that you want to engage with and comment on. If you're a lurker, I don't know that this is a great platform for you. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, lurker right there.
There's a big lurker right over there.
Yeah, he's very skeptical of the LinkedIn stuff. But believe me, when I announce we're canceling our Facebook and Instagram accounts and only using LinkedIn, we'll see how it goes. But anyhow, the content there is changing. I think the way people engage with it is changing quite a bit as just kind of the nature of how customers want to relate to businesses is adjusting as well.
I think a great example is Gary Vee.
Yeah, he's
look
really
at his brand, especially in the media sense, right? Look at him as a person. Everyone interacts with Gary Vee, yet he's absolutely subtly promoting a lot of different side hustles and ventures.
Neil Patel.
Neil Patel's fan. He's amazing.
My boy, Jay
you
Schwedelson.
Met him, Jay Schwedelson, who I did not meet, but he actually accepted my LinkedIn invite.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
These are all people that have brands.
Who is actually very much interacting and engaging with our brand and you as a person.
Yes, thank you, Jay. You've helped me out quite a bit.
Jay.
But yeah, I mean that's those are good examples, and that's kind of how that landscape works now. So there was a hack that went along with this that I was told. So if you're just jumping in, you're like, I hate this platform, but I'm going to give it a shot because Roop said to. Which
Roop's genius. Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that, but yeah, thank you. A quick hack for this is that if you can comment or engage with 5 posts per day, you will increase your own reach and your feed will instantly get better. And I've tried this. It is, I don't want to say difficult, but it's you need to be actively say, I'm going to sit down at 9:00, spend 10 minutes engaging with this platform. Like you have to put some effort into it. That's why I don't think the lurkers are going to enjoy it.
And by the way, a simple comment could be, congrats on your work anniversary.
Sure.
Could be, hey, I love this product launch. Simple, short, sweet is fine,
your
right?
content, it is. The more thoughtful your content is, though, the more engagement you're going to get.
The more thoughtful you are in comments? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. So if you have a position or you agree with someone's position, or you have something to add to that discussion that they're having, that's going to go a lot further. People will engage with that comment as well.
Interesting.
So this is what I tried for about 4 or 5 days, and my feed got a lot better. I was engaging with more people, meeting more people that, I was like, I don't know who this person is. And they weren't trying to sell me anything either, which was the nice part. They were just interested in what I was saying, the content I was sharing. So that's a little bit of a hack.
Interesting.
Comment and engagement up to 5 posts.
That's a good point.
And
it's harder than it's 5 quick. Like
it's not. Yeah, you get,
because I've been more conscious about it.
It's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it. It just takes some time to get those muscles working.
Okay.
They have another. While we're talking about the hacks, I'll toss this one more out. Then we'll talk about their new ad formats and the downers. There's a downer to LinkedIn.
Okay, it's life.
So the other hack that I think this was Jay Schwedelson gave us this one. LinkedIn business pages have a newsletter feature, and it's free.
And we're about to launch ours.
We have launched ours. Last week we put our first one out. Yeah. And most folks are like, okay, well, why would I use this? Well, if you're already writing a blog or a podcast or doing any kind of weekly content or ongoing, even monthly content, you can completely copy and paste that content over into the newsletter feature on LinkedIn, and everyone that follows you gets a notification that you have published a new newsletter. This is free. In addition to that, you will send out, if they're set up to get these things, you'll get it in their email box. It's a free email send. They'll send an email out to everyone and say, hey, there's a new email out or a new newsletter published on the LinkedIn platform from Littlefield Agency or whatever. Come over and give it a read. That's free. And only about, I think the number was like 30,000 brands. And there's millions on there. Yeah. There's not a lot using it. It's kind of like a pretty easy thing to jump into and stand out in.
Well, and when you follow said person or said brand, it automatically enrolls them into that workflow, correct? That's what I've noticed.
I believe that's correct, yes.
I followed somebody or added someone, and then they accepted and it said, you're now following so-and-so, and you're now following, or maybe it was an invite to
the newsletter. Yeah.
That's what it was.
When you first follow, you get it. If you have a newsletter connected to your brand, you get an invite.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I usually accept them. Why not?
Why not? So like if I can reach you in your inbox, either through my own email efforts or through LinkedIn's email efforts or through LinkedIn's organic kind of presenting that into your feed, the whole point is you're just getting that content distributed in front of many eyes as you can.
It's great.
So yeah, that's a free one that's kind of sitting there.
So talk to us about the downer.
No, we'll save the downer. You want to save the downer for last?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the downer for last because it kind of feeds off this next one. So the other thing that they announced, and
sorry,
I haven't traditionally enjoyed, still don't, I guess, LinkedIn's ad efforts. Like their ad, I guess we were doing the downer. The downer is ads are expensive on LinkedIn. Like the cost per anything is nuts. It's an expensive platform to advertise on, but they're starting to give us a little bit more ways to engage with them in the ad side of things. They have two new formats coming out. One's called document ads, and the other is called thought leader ads. Document ads are if you have a white paper or some sort of how-to or an infographic or something like that, you can present it in a way that it stays on the platform, and the user doesn't have to leave and go anywhere to get that. And you can gate it, and then you get that information passed over to your CRM and HubSpot or whatever. But they're called document ads, and that was something that we're kind of proud of that's new. The other was called thought leader ads, and that's where if you have someone who's representing your brand and regularly posting thought leadership pieces, you can present those as thought leadership ads. And I believe the way they push out, I did miss the second half of this part because I had to leave to go to another session. But I believe the way these work is that they are presenting those to people they think are more likely to engage with or enjoy thought leadership in your industry. So it's just a different way of kind of pushing those out and getting them out there. And then there was one other kind of ad note from LinkedIn that I thought was interesting because we've always been kind of skeptical of their mobile version of things. 85% of their ads are seen on a mobile device.
That's crazy.
Because my old memory
of the actual ads themselves.
Yeah, my old memory of this was that of all the social platforms, they were easily the weakest on mobile.
Okay.
And that's starting to turn around for them.
So here is what I would say our challenge is for our B2B listeners today. And that would be, what is your brand doing to better position itself on LinkedIn? But most importantly, the individuals, right? The thought leaders, the experts. You have product managers, you have engineers. How are you tapping into them?
Is someone tasked with engaging with folks on there?
And I think about it, right? So you have key people in marketing at these B2B companies, but you have key people. I mean, these B2B companies were founded off of engineering. And guess what? They usually don't see the significance and the importance of marketing. So you go to said product manager and you're like, hey, I need you to push this content. I need you to interact. Because I think about it, you go to a trade show, right? People are, the marketing team, the sales team, positions the prospective customer with the person that knows the most knowledge about X product, right?
Yep.
That's where the sale happens.
Yep.
Sale happens. And that is really important and probably a huge missed opportunity of how your key people within your organization are not only sharing brand content from corporate, but also their own thoughts because they have their own following. Even if it's not 50,000 followers, they've got their own following that are engaged and like them and trust them.
Yeah, and you know, that's how people are connect. If you've left a trade show and made some connection at a trade show, you know, the trade shows all have their own kind of thing where they want you to scan a badge and it goes in database and all that. But the real way that folks are connecting is, hey, I'm going to follow you on LinkedIn, or I remember this presentation you gave. That I can't tell you how many times that happened at Inbound. We're sitting in a presentation, I'm listening to this guy, I'm like, he's pretty smart. I'm just going to look him up on LinkedIn and follow him. Yeah, I'm not going to be friends with him on Facebook because that would be odd. But because there's a business relationship or a working industry relationship here, that connection is pretty natural. And like I said, the content doesn't all have to be that you're engaging with or you're producing. Doesn't all have to be here. Download my white paper.
Yeah.
And, here's all the. It can be fun. LinkedIn does not have to be a stuffy place at all. In fact, the more infotainment you can be with it, the better it's going to be. But like rethinking LinkedIn has been quite a journey for me this year, Sam. And Inbound really kind of pushed me over the edge. I actually am finding myself opening that app more frequently than easily Facebook, but it's probably on par now with Instagram for me.
I will tell you, as part of our new business prospecting strategy, there's a paid search component to it, of course, but we have had a lot of organic traffic lately. And Roop and I had the discussion. We have been way more active on LinkedIn. Are they finding us? Are they seeing us through connections? Are they seeing shared posts? Are they, okay, who's this person? Oh, I'm relevant in the B2B world. There is something to it. And I love your excitement. I love that you have completely turned around on this platform.
Well, now my challenge is to get everyone else to get on board with me, right?
Yeah, but you're passionate. I love it. So that's a really good thing. So you have our challenge. You have our takeaways. We're going to write this up. We're going to send it out.
Yeah, and you'll probably see in our POV section some deeper detail and additional hacks and tips and things for LinkedIn that we'll publish here in the next week or so.
Yep, no, that's great because you've already cranked out 2 blog posts since you've been back.
I think
3.
that's right. I have a few in draft I haven't really released yet. But yeah.
So there's some great stuff under our POV section. Of course, you're listening to the podcast now, but stay tuned. More to come on this front.
And if you have questions about any of this,
please
hit us up on LinkedIn.
I love it, buddy. Okay, so that is it for this week. We're back at it. Next week is nuts.
Oh, it is?
In a great way.
Oh, you know what it is.
But it is all good.
We have a special guest, I think, next week.
Mike is going to be on the podcast next week. Get excited. We'll talk location. Yes, good job, Brandon. Mike.
He got the custom ones in.
That is so good. Mike, we
good.
look forward to it. It is very timely and everything that we're doing as we head into all things 2024.
Yep.
Okay, my man, it's good to be back.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed our little chat and found ways to grow your own marketing strategies. Remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media @Littlefield Agency.